Welcome to Hypnosis in Action. Today we're going to meet a really special lady. So if you give me one moment, I'll just see if I can pull up and find her. And not far away at all. Excellent. And we're in.
Hello.
Hello, Francesca. How are you? It's
Thank
great
you.
to see you too. And we're ready to go.
I love it.
You love it? Welcome.
So many cameras.
They're everywhere, aren't they? Welcome to Facebook. Welcome to Hypnosis in Action.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Now, what this is all about,
Yes.
as you know, I'm a hypnotist.
Yes, I know you are.
And
You're not going to hypnotise me while you
I'm
drive.
not while I'm
Okay,
driving. We'll wait until we pull up. But I firmly believe
Yes.
that every one of us hypnotises ourselves every day.
Yes, 100%.
The problem is
Yes.
most people hypnotise themselves the wrong way.
Oh, is that what happened?
So what I do is I go out looking for people who have succeeded, and in the last 3 years or so,
Yes.
you've done a pretty bloody good job of
Thank
what you
you.
do, haven't you?
Thank you.
Okay, now you're Francesca Moi. You are the Meetup Queen.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
you are
yes.
you are the head of the Australian Mafia.
I am.
Now we better.
I love it, put it this way.
we better put that in perspective. Do you
Yes.
want to tell everyone what the Mafia is?
Okay, so the Mafia is an academy of business owners that I teach them how to use Meetup and Facebook to boom their business. So Mafia stands for Meetup and Facebook International Academy.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay, so we're not evil.
I'm just trying to go
or
live in
anything.
the
You're just-
meantime. See,
well, that's what you do.
That's what
isn't
we
it?
do,
That's
right?
what we do.
We're just multitasking, right? We're talking and we're going live with an amazing interview, which I love.
Okay, I think I can slip past this car now. Okay,
Yes, we are.
so
Perfect. Yes.
so tell me what has happened in the last.
Now we've got four phones.
Now we got 4 cameras happening.
Okay.
So tell me what has happened in
Yes.
the last 3 years. Why have I called you into the little Smartie for this interview? Why
I don't know.
are you
I don't
special?
know. Well, maybe because you said that I hypnotize myself with the right words
Well,
and
I
the
think you
right.
do. I think you do. But
Thank you.
tell everyone who's listening.
Yes.
3 years ago. 3 years? Is it 3 years ago?
3 years ago. Yes.
What were you doing?
3 years ago, I was, so let's have a look. 3 years ago now was October. So 3 years ago, I just started my first meetup, actually.
Okay, so let's go back a little bit further.
Back a little bit more.
than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like three and a half years ago.
Yeah.
So in February 2014, I came back to Australia after 3 months that I was in Italy, and I was trying to work out what I wanted to do in my life, and I straight away fell in love with personal development. And I went, oh my goodness, there's so much more into life. I can be a life coach. I'm going to go and change people's life. And I got so excited about it that I came back to Australia in February, at the end of February, and I started to go to networking events. And Stephen, nobody wanted to be my client. I was like, what's happening with everyone? And I was just struggling to get the first client. You know how the hardest bit is the beginning when you just don't know how to get the first client across, and it was so much like pain and so hard. And finally in July I got my first paid client, $120. And I couldn't believe it, and I nearly wanted to give him money back because I felt guilty. I actually should contact
Oh,
the
that's
lady.
actually really interesting. When you
Yes.
say you felt guilty, in what way?
Because, you know, she had issues with like ex-husbands and things like that, and I felt like I was getting money to help someone that is in pain, and I was like, that's not fair, and I felt so guilty right at the time. And then from there I'm like, okay, I definitely need to change something here. If I want this business to grow, we need to stand out, we need to do something different, we need to do something that people are not doing. And then I was like, all these networking events, Stephen, they were all boring.
Right, okay.
And I went, you know what, I'm just going to start my own.
Fair enough.
And that's what happened.
Okay, did you just decide that?
Yes.
You just went, I'm just going to start my own? You didn't, there wasn't someone that you were following that was doing the same thing?
No, nobody was doing what I was doing.
Right.
I was just looking, well, actually, I was crewing for this amazing guy that does education for properties.
Okay.
And he was getting a lot of bums on seats, and then he was upselling to a higher end program. So I was thinking maybe that's what we need to do in networking, that maybe that's what's missing around, is that we're missing like a safe place where you can you can hang out and you can, you know, talk to each other. Like, I didn't know what to do. Like, I want to start a business. What do I need to do? What's step number 1? Start an ABN. Really? Oh, I didn't know that. Step number 2, what else? What do I do? Like, I didn't have people around me that were doing what I wanted to do. So I just had to find a way. I just had to surround myself with peer people and successful people so then I could make it happen. Right. And my first events, it was daunting because people were coming to my meetups, they were in business for like 2, 3, 4 years. And I was like, I'm new. I'm like 4 months. But I was the organizer, so they assumed that I was successful, right?
Right, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
and that's the basis of what you do,
Yes.
is you get yourself out there
Yes.
as either an organizer of your meetups
Yes.
and as or as a speaker at other people's meetups.
Yes.
And the idea is the people that everyone at the meetup's going to see are either the speaker or the organizer.
Yes.
Okay, right.
Yes.
And how far has that taken you in the last 3.5 years?
Oh my goodness, Stephen. If someone told that Francesca, you are gonna do this and this is gonna happen, she would have said BS.
Right.
I don't believe it. Like, no way. So in 6 months after, well, in 3 months after I got my meetup group, my first meetup group, I got fully booked one-on-one sessions.
Right.
And then I thought that was the best thing ever. And then when I got it, I was like, is that what it is? Like, when you're fully booked, you're just exhausted and he's just spending time talking to people one-on-one. Like, that's not used. My time could be used so much. Oops, my Facebook live just fell over. Guys, I've got you. I've got your back. Don't worry. You're here. Yeah, you're here. You're safe.
Okay.
You're safe. We've got 11 people live. I'm getting hot here. And yeah, so...
Oh.
What was that talking about?
Turn the air conditioning on and
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
how's that sound?
Yeah, perfect. And yeah, so in 3 months I got fully booked with one-on-one sessions, and then from there I started to teach people how to use Meetup, and then from there in 6 months I had a 6-figure business.
Okay.
I know.
Okay,
Crazy.
that's pretty impressive.
Yes.
Okay, so as I say, we're hypnotising each other every day. What do you say to yourself, or what's going on in your mind that you feel is different? Because you've had lots of students,
Yes.
and I'm guessing that lots of students weren't successful or as successful as you wanted them to be.
Yes. Yes.
So
yes.
what's different?
I can see a pattern in people that don't have. And this is funny that I say that because I'm not the most patient person in the world,
Right.
but I have learned how to accept every step of the way and be grateful for everything that comes to me every step of the way and keep moving forward.
Right.
I don't sit and wonder and cry on my pain and go, oh, poor me. I don't do that.
Yep.
Shit happened. Okay, get over it. Let's move on and go to the next level.
Okay.
So I think that also the fact that I maybe didn't have a family here with me, I didn't have anyone to lean on. I just had to make it work. I just had to do it. And instead, people are very much so like, oh, it doesn't work. It's so hard. Money. They expect money to show up in the bank account, and be all right. They expect to have a job. They don't expect to be in business. They expect money to come in as if they had a job.
Right.
And I'm going, you don't have a job. There's not going to be security and certainty when you're in business, ever. Ever. I don't even have certainty now, right? I've got really, very lucky that I got very good cash flow. We're about to hit $1 million in the last 12 months, which is huge, but I still don't know. Next month, everything could stop. I don't know.
Yeah.
So there's no certainty around around
We're not having much luck with your Facebook Live.
I'm sorry, you guys.
No, that's cool.
You're gonna get so sick of me making it fall, but you're still there. 10 people still watching. See?
Excellent.
I love it.
Okay.
Yes.
So what you're saying is that people are telling themselves. So you're saying that people
Yes.
aren't prepared to do the work.
No, they're not. They want my life. They want my national tour. They're not prepared to work as hard as I have.
Right. Okay.
They're not prepared.
How hard are you working?
A little bit too hard. Sometimes I wonder if I should keep working this hard. Now that I've done what I've done, then now I can sort of relax. And 2018 is going to be literally me just speaking, and everything else is going to be taken care of.
Yep.
So there's no more computer work. There's no more admin work. There's no more training work. I've done all this.
You've done the hard yards.
Yes.
You've trained other people
Yes.
to do it.
Yes. So
And-
now we can relax, and now next year can be just what I love, which is speaking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yes, you have to work hard. It just doesn't happen like that. It doesn't happen like that. I was talking to my client the other day and I was like, stop expecting money yesterday. Money is not just showing up like that. Like, money will come and money will go for a long time. You know, you get excited that you got a $20,000 month, and then all of a sudden you go, why there's no money in my account? You go, because that's how it is. If you don't put money back in the business is not going to be growing.
Okay. So I don't know where to go from there. Okay. So tell me about your day. Tell me about your average normal day.
Well, there you go. It depends if it's a day with events or day without events.
Okay.
So I'll tell you a day with event. Usually I wake up at 6 o'clock, do my meditation, eat some healthy breakfast. I'm gone into healthy mode, luckily enough, so eat healthy. Then I get into the car. I go in the car, I listen to Tony Robbins, I listen to my motivational music.
Yep.
That's where I put myself in state. I sing along and stuff like that. Then I get to the venue, make sure that everything is sorted, and then we start to speak. And then whenever the event is finished, beautiful lunch and dinner, and then we have lunch with the team, usually with the crew members.
Right.
So I'm always around people.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just have, you know, usually we have chats with people, but then it's about making sure that the team asks me questions. So I'm available for them to ask me, you know, this person asks that, this person asks that, so then I answer the team, so then the team can go and do their work.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's it. And then I go home and the day is over, and I go home and I have my dinner, and what do I do evening? I used to do Facebook. Now I don't anymore. I spend time on Facebook at night.
So you don't spend any time at all on social media?
Not anymore. I do that in the weekend a little bit.
Right.
I spend a little bit, like probably an hour or two in the weekend, checking what other people are doing. During the day, I do a couple of live videos, so I am active when I'm on live videos, but I don't really go and comment and spend too much time, especially if I have a workshop. If I don't have a workshop, I'll probably spend around, today I would have spent around half an hour on Facebook in total.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't spend much time on Facebook.
And you are running a business
Yes.
that's teaching people all about Facebook.
Yes.
Cool.
But the thing is, I've got 10 people in my team, and
Yep.
they are active 24 hours a day on Facebook. Right?
They are active 24
They are
hours a
the
day.
ones that are active on Facebook. I don't need to be anymore.
Right.
That's
Okay.
the thing. That's the difference. And also, when I used to be active, so if we go backward a little bit, on 1 year ago, 2 years ago, I used to spend maybe 1, 2, or 3 hours a day on Facebook, but they were targeted hours. I was just scrolling, right?
Yep.
There's no scrolling. Scrolling is wasting time. We just need to be, it's having a focus.
Okay, so tell me what you're focused on right now.
Right now, today is a very good day for asking me that, because I just finished, I started planning my 2018 a month ago.
Right.
And today I finalized everything, and everything is set to stone. That's it, we're doing it. It's all happening. So I've got a vision, and I know where I want to take my team, my goal, my clients, how many clients I want to have next year. What does that look like monthly?
Can you tell me, is it
Yes.
a big secret, or can you
No,
tell me
can
what that
tell you.
looks like? Please do.
So this year the goal was 100 Mafians,
Right?
which in average they're around $8,000 per person.
Yes.
Next year the price is going up to $10,000, and we're having 500. Oh, my poor Facebook people.
500 Mafians.
Next year we want 500.
And is that what, worldwide, or is that in Australia?
Worldwide.
Right.
Next year we're announcing US.
Yep.
We are launching the US tour.
Okay.
So yeah, 500 global, worldwide. Yeah. So to do that, I need to have 5,000 people in my half-day workshops next year.
Okay.
Because if not, you won't be able to convert that many. So we're doing that. We're doing some online, we do some offline. So in average, we will have to double the numbers of attendees of this year.
Right.
To 80 to 100. This year we're getting around.
So at the moment you're getting about 80 people into.
No, at the moment we're getting 20 to 40.
Right.
Next year we need 80 to 100 per event.
Okay, that's a pretty big jump.
Yes. Well, last
Okay.
year we did. We had between 8 to 20.
Mm-hmm.
So this year we doubled it, and next year we're gonna double it again.
Excellent.
So
Okay. So with what you've this goal
Yes.
is I'm finding very interesting, because it's actually something a lot of people really have trouble setting.
yes.
How much trouble have you had setting your goals?
So last year, so I have two type of goals, and as long as I'm sitting in between them two, I'm happy. So this year I went from 85 minimum to 150.
Yes.
So the 150 was the dream, and it's not going to happen. Doesn't look like, and I'm okay with it, because at least I'm hitting 100, which is still close, more than what was the minimum goal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So next year I'm doing the 500 is the actual like dream. The actual goal, if I get 250, I'll be very happy.
Okay. Okay.
So I think that's how people make it wrong. They just do a random goal and then they don't stick with it. So
Well, I'm very interested in the fact that your goal surrounds people, not money, because so many people that I run across, their goal is, I want to make this much money. And I myself did it for years,
Yes.
setting a dollar goal
Yes.
without a real anything really that came
That's
back.
right.
I should keep both hands on the steering wheel,
I know,
shouldn't
but
I?
maybe you should. Yes, that's so true, Stephen. And that's the thing, right? We want 100% to, and also like it's the attachment of money, right? I'm all about money. I need to make money to be able to help people, right?
Yes.
Thanks to the money that I'm making, I actually discovered today we got 40 gorgeous Philippines ladies working for us
Right.
in the Philippines, 40. And so we're giving, a different type of life to people that didn't have the chance to do that. So it's I'm so happy about it. And so, it's for me, it's all about people. Business is a number game. It's a people number game, not a money number game. Because if I just concentrate on the money, I get bored. The passion would go away, because we don't do it for money. Nobody was here for
What
money.
do you do it for?
For making a difference and changing this world and changing, like, for me to create more and help business owners succeed, that means that kids can dream and can go, I can have a business. And that's what I want to do. I want to change the schools, and I want to change the idea that when you are at school, they tell you what school are you going to go to, so you're going to get what job.
Yeah.
They never ask me, what business are you dreaming to start?
Okay.
Never.
So the way it used to be was that really people like you and me that work for ourselves were a small number.
Yes.
It's changing, isn't it?
Yes.
And,
it is
and there's
changing.
less people that have actually got really permanent jobs.
Yes.
So they need to grow these skills.
Exactly, and they need to believe that it's possible. And for me to be able to help business owners, showing them that it's possible, I can get a step closer to that teenager me that didn't believe that she could ever do something like that. My dream is to have a hotel.
Tell me about that teenager you.
Yes. So that Francesca, it's beautiful that you asked me that, because I do a lot of mindset work, and I'm working a lot to get her aligned to who we are now.
Right.
Because she still doesn't believe it. She's still going, it's really happening? And because she wasn't allowed to dream. So Francesca at that time, when people ask her what you want to do, she always said, I just want to talk different languages, and I want to travel the world, and I want to be famous. And people were like, famous in what? And I'm like, I don't know. I just want to be famous. Like, I never knew that I had something to be famous for, but I just knew that I wanted to be famous. And then, so to make it into like a something for people, because people kept asking me, what does that look like? Like, what do you mean? I'm like, okay, well, I want to be an owner of a hotel. I want to buy an hotel. And then people would tell me, how are you going to do that? You have no money to buy an hotel. How are you going to do that? I'm like, well, can you stop crushing my dreams? Like, I just want to be famous, and I don't know how that looked like. In my head, having an hotel, it looked like famous. I don't know.
So that young Francesca,
Yes.
when people said to her, you're never going to get a hotel because you don't have the money,
Yes.
what were you saying inside yourself then?
I didn't believe I was worth it. So I was like, in one side of me, I think was like, I will show you. And one side of me was like, that was stupid of me to even say that out loud. You know, who I think I am. I'm never going to make anything of, you know, myself. So one side was like believing their story, and the other side was like, I'll show them. So it was, and I always had this massive two sides. And before I started personal development, I had a lot of ups and downs. Like when I was high, I was like happy. I was very happy, and when I was low, I was very low. So I never had. So it took me a while to build this balanced Francesca that I am now. That no matter what happened to me, I still do ups and downs, but they're here instead of being here. Yeah?
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So basically, you even then you had your two sides, but they were about equal, and
Yes.
you took on your personal development. And I know you're a massive Tony Robbins fan.
I love Tony.
And you grew the
Yeah.
side that is successful, and have done what with the side that wasn't.
Yeah, good point. So for the first year, I worked on a lot of limiting beliefs because I don't think I would have been able to start the business if I didn't get. As I told you, the first client I was feeling guilty.
Yes.
Right? So there was a lot of self-worth issues. So I work a lot on that, and sort of. But the thing is that I work on that and I build this new Francesca, which is the real Francesca. This is my soul. This is who I should have been from the beginning, yeah?
Yes.
So then I sort of park that Francesca, the depressed Francesca, if you want to talk it like that, on the side. And in May this year, she came back going, hello, I'm here. You know, you can't just pretend that I'm not existing.
Okay, so the side of you that used to battle you came back in May of this year.
In May of this year.
And what happened?
And well, when she came back, I sort of went, why am I doing what I'm doing? What do I want out of this? What am I trying to achieve? And it was hard because I sort of had to stop a little bit and reassess what I was doing and why I was doing it, and the business, and then the family, because obviously I'm a family woman. I want kids and I want a husband and all that, and I realized that the last 3 years I've been just concentrating on the business, so I sort of had to work on that side of it. And so she is now aligning, and there you are guys again, and she's aligning with who we are, and she's the one that's going to bring love into my life.
Oh, okay. So the business Francesca has been in control for the last
3 years.
3 years.
Yes.
And the girl who was listening to the bad things that people were saying is the one that holds the love side of you.
Yes.
Cool. And she's now back.
And she's back.
But under control when it comes to the negative belief side
Yes.
that she used to be so full of.
Yes. Yes. She still wonders about this business stuff, and she's still sort of going, you sure you want to push this out because we want a family here? What are you doing?
Yeah.
So she's still sort of, she keeps me balanced. It's good. She keeps me balanced.
And she keeps you balanced.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, so tell me the processes that you're using to eradicate the negative beliefs and to build yourself up.
Well,
because I know Tony Robbins, because he is an NLPer like me.
Yes.
He's a bit better at it than I am, but he does the same as what I do.
I don't know if he's better. He does it different, maybe.
Maybe he does it different. But I love him too.
Yes.
In a bloke sort of way.
Yes.
And
Good.
and I'm just checking my watch, and we've got another 15 minutes, so I'm going to keep driving.
Yeah, keep going.
So what processes?
Yes.
Because he would have, with his teachings, there are definite processes that he suggests or recommends or guides you to use.
Well,
I know you meditate.
Yes, so I've done Tony Robbins courses, I've done neuro-linguistic programming courses, and I've done the mind mechanics. Now, the mind mechanics is a couple from the Gold Coast that I've done my training with to become a qualified practitioner with them.
Yes.
And I love them to bits, and I suggest to anyone to work with them. I actually got my diamond clients working with them as well, because they are amazing. So I use the mind mechanics.
Yep, mind mechanics.
Eliza and Tony Priddle.
Okay.
So they are amazing, and I still do sessions with Eliza. I also do some tetra healing sessions with another lady in Bali.
Right.
So I keep myself into a routine, and when I don't do mindset session with other people, I'm a qualified coach.
Yeah.
So you would think that I'll be able to do my own sessions.
I wouldn't actually think that, but a lot of people would.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People would think that. You wouldn't, but people think that. And a lot of coaches are too good for school to go and be humble enough to go, I'm going to get myself coached.
Yeah.
I don't care. I just want the result, which is...
Oh, okay. Now that's important.
There you go.
That is so important.
I love it.
I don't care. I just want the results.
That's right.
And what it was you being incredibly humble there in saying, I'm not here to fix my own problems.
No.
I'm here to fix other people's.
That's right.
And I will go and find someone to help me fix mine.
Exactly.
Oh, that is
love it.
gold. That is absolute gold.
Oh, thank you. But there's the thing, like, you know the amount of people that they've done courses with Tony Robbins, they've done courses with other people, and their mindset is worse than when it started.
Yeah.
And you go, what's happening? You know this stuff. Oh yeah, I know this stuff, but I do it with my clients. I don't have time to do it myself. Well, stop it, because if you don't do it properly, if I don't, and not saying that I'm perfect, because I am not 100%, and I'm sick, right? And I keep getting sick the last few months. There obviously is some sort of belief system happening here, and I believe there's that. Or Francesca going, let's slow down a little bit. But anyway, we'll see. Something is happening energetically for me to get sick, and I accept it, and I don't have any fear of saying something must be happening, and it's fine. And that's what a lot of people are not prepared to do. Business owners, they just want to look perfect and be perfect, and not humble enough to go and learn skills, not just mindset skills, but any sort of skills.
I remember you saying, and I've been to a few of your talks.
Yes.
I remember you saying in one of them that when you started, people would come to you and say, you must be making plenty of money from this. And you would say, at the moment I'm not, but I'm going to. And that's something that you don't hear as well. People will
they
pretend.
Fake it until they make it.
Well, they fake it too much. Yeah.
Too much.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. I haven't reached my $1 million yet, but the goal is we're going to do that by December.
Yep.
And I keep saying it. I never lie to say I already have $1 million business. I'm on my way, and we've got everything in place, but there's no problem for me to say if I don't get there.
Yeah.
Why would I have to lie to people? Why do you have to make fake until you make it? It doesn't work. People will not connect with them if they are fake. Right. And one of the things that I admire of a lot of my clients, I've got clients that have got university degrees in business, in marketing. They've been in business for 5-10 years, and they come and learn Facebook and Meetup from me, right?
Yeah.
Why? Not because I'm better than them. It's because I have nailed one thing that they want to learn.
Yeah.
That's the thing that a lot of business owners don't understand. It's not about, I don't need to learn everything. They don't need to learn anything from me. They just need to learn what they really want to achieve. And there's people that are not humble enough to do that. They'd rather have a non-successful business but pretend that they have than go and learn from someone that's younger or less qualified than them. Cool. Do you find that true?
I agree with you 100%. I'm absolutely 100%. That's what everyone does. We're scared. And I'll tell you, I have, for the last 5 years, talked to small business people about money, and no one wants to talk about it. And
it's a taboo, right?
It is taboo. And the terrifying thing is, it is taboo because there's so little of it.
Yes.
The average, this is totally anecdotal, but I believe the average business person believes that $60,000 a year is how much money they need to make.
Yeah.
The fact that they're working 100 hours a week to get it, they totally ignore.
Forget that, yes.
Yeah.
So true, isn't it?
It is. And it blows my mind.
Yeah.
It really does.
And then they tell you, do they tell you this? Oh, but I don't want a $1 million business. I'm okay with my little business. Do they tell you that?
Yeah.
And you go...
Yeah, I'm happy with what I'm doing.
Yes.
I'm happy working my 100 hours a week.
Yes.
I'm happy not... I was one of them. 16 years.
Yes.
I went without a holiday. 16 years.
Oh my goodness, Stephen.
And what can you say?
But that's because we're passionate about it. That's a good thing, right?
Well,
Because
that's a good thing, but you've got to understand too.
Yes.
You know, there's a life out there.
Yes.
And we're heading off in a totally different direction now, aren't we? That's cool. Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that the hypnosis that you
Yes.
are telling yourself each day is,
Yes.
number one, goals are important. I'm going to set them and I'm going to go for them.
Yes.
Number two is you are actually, you know that there is a part of you that you need to keep under control.
Yes.
And you're actively doing it.
Yes.
And you as a coach and that type of a person know that you can't coach yourself.
That's right.
And there's three massive things
Yes.
that you've taught
Yes.
my audience today.
Absolutely.
And
Get yourself
and your
a coach.
audience too.
Get yourself a coach. Call Steven. Get him to coach you because you need a coach 100%.
Thank you. That's cool.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well,
thank you for being on Hypnosis in Action.
Thank you for having me.
I'm hanging around your people a lot lately, and I was
love
talking
it.
to a girl at one of the Mafia's meetups through the week.
Yes.
And it was her first time, and she was calling herself a Meetup virgin. And I said to her, the reason I'm here is because you need to hang around the people you want to be like.
Yes.
And that's what I'm finding with the people that you're attracting to you. And I really appreciate that you're doing it because I'm sponging all of their energy, their knowledge,
Steven,
and all of that
that's
sort of stuff.
The best that you could, the best thing you could say to me, because I call it the FM ripple effect, and I believe that by doing our meetups, I don't just affect and teach my Mafians, but there is people that go to their events that get affected positively by it, and the people that talk about it. So I think that we have got 150 people now in the Mafia, and we are, you know, if you think about it, 150 people, everyone's got around 1,000 people in the groups. So we are affecting around 150,000 people a year. And that's, to me, it just fills my heart with happiness. So thank you so much.
On that note, I think we should say goodbye. Thank you. You've been fabulous.
Thank you so much for having me. I love it. I want to do this again.
It's good fun, isn't it? It is. Okay.
See you guys.
Let's stop everything now.
Okay. Thank you guys. See ya.
Bye. That was good fun. Did you enjoy that?
I loved it. Thank you.